Hello everybody, this is Kyrick with more Let's Play Harvest Moon Back to Nature. Now, I want to point out a few things. Like I said, I've had the Prima strategy guide next to me, taking notes, etc. I am, in many cases, well ahead of shit the guide has told me. For example, it tells me that in the summertime, aim for 9 or 8 or even 12 crop beds. And as you may know, I have 16, you know. So that's a plus. It's telling me, oh, you need to upgrade your axe. Well, I did that in spring. It's telling me in winter time that I need to have my watering can upgraded. Well, I've already got that, you know. And in a lot of respects, I'm going to be just maxed out with things, you know. Now, as callous as this sounds, we're actually going to completely ignore May for quite some time. So, we're just going to pretend that that didn't happen. And we're going to go about our day. Because this is an event that happens later in the night anyway. Just please don't let me forget that I have to find May. But, yeah, for example, in wintertime, it's like, oh, well, make sure you're working on the girl you like. Bring her some jewelry. It'll make her happy, etc. I'm thinking, dude, if I had chosen Ellie or Papuri, I'd be done right now. If I had actually chosen them, I could literally, with almost no effort, mind you, have Papuri and Ellie red by the end of this season. And it'll take me almost no effort at all. Could be trouble. I'm just gonna wander around for a minute and see what's going on here. Ooh, ooh, ow, ow, that's pointy. That's pointy, that's pointy, that's pointy. But, yeah. Like I said, I can have both those girls in red by the end of summer with no fucking effort whatsoever. That's 520 right there. That's a pineapple and some change. Incidentally, cows are like fucking $6 grand. Cows are ridiculous. And sheep probably aren't much cheaper. Now, while I may occasionally put chickens out to pasture, I almost never do the same with cows and sheep. Because chickens will eat anywhere, although you do have to literally manually bring them back in. But cows and sheep will only eat mature grass. So if you hadn't planted grass, putting them outside does nothing. And if your grass isn't ready to be harvested, they can't eat it anyway. So, yeah. Plus, they're quite a bit stupider, and unlike chickens, you can't just pick them up and carry them back into their enclosures. Anyway, I made a little cheat sheet, and if my cheat sheet is correct, then tomorrow my tomatoes should be back in. And my corn should be in on the 16th. I was off by a little bit. I was thinking it was 14 days. It is actually 15 days for corn to grow in. And look at this. All this effort, and still just fucking nothing. I will be done by 11 o'clock. And the Prima strategy guide also suggests, oh, you need to work on the harvest sprites, because even if you can handle a lot, you won't make the really big bucks unless you have them. Bullshit. You want to make the really big bucks in summertime? Grow pineapples. Matter of fact, I should actually have 8 or more fields of pineapples right now. I just chose not to go overboard. You know? I chose to be reasonable and not break this LP. If I wanted to break this LP, I just nothing but pineapples. I would have 8 to 12 fields of those bastards right now. And even if a hurricane just ripped out half of my crop, I would still make more than enough money. And I'm just inviting trouble even saying this, but usually hurricanes only rip out 2 or 3 plants. So, comparatively speaking, they're not that bad. So, I mean, if you, granted, a hurricane's never a good thing. It always tends to break at least one thing. And hurricanes can be really annoying when you have a hothouse. Because it's not always a guarantee that the hurricane's going to wreck your hothouse, but it probably is, you know? Always bet that a hurricane or a blizzard is going to wreck your hothouse so that you're not caught off guard. That being said, if you have... Let me put it this way. If you make a hothouse at the end of winter time, let's say it's up by spring 1, and on spring 1 you plant 4 crops of pineapples in that fucking hothouse, then by the time summer rolls around, let's say you have one more harvest of pineapples before a hurricane levels the damn thing, you will have enough money to make another goddamn hothouse. It's something like 30,000, I think it's like 30,000 gold to make a hothouse. And remember, my best estimates put it at 24,000 on that first harvest. Pineapples are stupid. They're fucking stupid. I love them, but they are fucking stupid. Oh, that's right, Sundays. Well, damn it, where is she? I'll just wander around until I find her. She's probably in the square. She does like to go to the square sometimes. Not often, but sometimes. I think he's in mode. Yeah, I don't think I mentioned... it's pretty obvious, but May was his granddaughter. What's not obvious is that May's mother is very much alive. You know what? I think before he goes to the beach... Could be wrong, though. Yep, there she is. Hi, Papuri. Yeah, I'll bet you do. Oh, by the way, remember when she said she'd like to go places? I think that's honestly part of the reason she likes Kai, is because Kai travels and he can tell her about all the places that he's been. Now, it's just as well that I'm getting all this done in summertime, because there is no time for flower picking in the fall. There just isn't. I mean, there's something like 11 or 12 different things you can harvest in the fall. I mean, your tree starts dropping 3 apples a day. There's something like 4 mushrooms, 3 wild grapes, a truffle, and a poison mushroom, and like 2 pieces of green grass. It's like $1,000 plus. And then there's your honey as well, you know. Plus any crops you harvest and any livestock items, like, say, milk or eggs. I mean, oh god, fall is so lucrative. I mean, I go on about how good summer is, but let's face facts. If I weren't growing pineapples, summer would be a very average month. It'd be a little bit more than spring, but nothing to write home about. Nothing to lose your goddamn mind over. Summer's only valuable because of my pineapples. But, fall. Ooh. Again, the thing with fall isn't that the stuff is worth a lot, because it really isn't. It's not worth much more than these are. But except for like carrots and I think spinach, everything grows back. Like the eggplants grow back, sweet potatoes grow back, fucking bell peppers grow back. And they grow back fast. I think everything grows back in 3 days or less. Well, not less, but yeah, 3 days for fucking everything. So, and I think they grow in rather quickly too, so you're getting harvest right off the bat. And, well, you get the idea. She's apparently not here yet. So let's go back out into the thing. Are we in event mode? We are. Good. That should have been my first clue, is the fact that I didn't immediately slap into event mode. Now, obviously, you befriend May and Barley by doing this. You also get the mayor and Officer Harris, I want to say. He's so goofy looking when he's mad. Alright, let's get to bed so we can get on with the next part of this day. Well, not day, but week, rather. The 14th, which I believe is when my hammer will be ready. And also, if my chart is correct, when my tomatoes grow back in. Which means I'm going to have a busy-ass day tomorrow. I'm going to have to harvest tomatoes, water all my goddamn crops. Probably take more care of the chicken. Oh, boy. Because she'll probably be grown up by then. Just making sure that I fed her. Yep, she's fed. Now, let's try and get Anubis taken care of. I'm not even going to bother buying a cow, because... Well, I'm going to bother buying a cow. I'm not going to bother buying it yet. Because they're expensive. And it takes them 15 days to even become adults. And the cow festival's in, like, 7 days. For the horse. Oh, so I guess I did take care of him. It's better to do it twice than not do it at all. You know? But it's more lucrative for me to start with sheep right now, because I might at least be able to enter the sheep festival, if nothing else. So, sheep first, then cow. If I have money for a cow, yes. When I have money for a cow, I'll get a cow as well. For now, sheep. Oh, good. Sunny. I think the roommate may be making pancakes. Okay. Let's see if I'm right. Nope, I'm off by a day. Well, damn. I gotta redo my whole chart now. Either that or I forgot to water everything. No, I couldn't have forgotten to water everything. That's the first thing I do. Well, now I feed the chicken first. But still, that's the first thing I do! Nope, still a baby. Soon you will make me money, Papuri. You'll make me so much money. And then I will be happy, because I can afford things. I'll put it this way, I'll be happy until wintertime. Wintertime's gonna be a lot of me sitting on my ass doing nothing. Because, to be perfectly honest, that's all there is to do in winter. Nothing. Oh, sure, there's the winter mine, but you're gonna be in there all of a day. You know? So the winter mine doesn't really amount to anything, you know? Well, there's the winter mine. So you go in the winter mine, you get your 3, Is it 3? No, it's freaking, yeah, 3 adamantites. So you can get your mayonnaise maker, your butter maker, your yarn maker, and your cheese maker, or whatever. Yeah, that's what it is, something like that. So you get 4 of those or something, and then you get a couple orichalcums to make jewelry for girls that you like, if you're even gonna do that. Because let's face facts, unless you're working on Karen, by wintertime, you've got your girl. And even if you're working on Karen, you can get her wine and truffles and shit. You can just spare yourself that. If I made even a half-ass attempt to get Karen, I could have her by winter. Jewelry is something you are not going to need. You will never need it, I promise you. It's helpful. I think it gives a good amount of affection on pretty much all the girls. Maybe one doesn't like it, I don't know. But again, the winter mine, unless you have to go back down there to fish out the legendary fish, and unless you missed the power berry for some reason, you're pretty much golden when you go in there. You know, you go in there once, you get your rare metals, and then you're done. And you never need to go back in there again. Chopping wood? Okay, that takes all of 2 minutes. You know? Especially since by then you've got the Mistral Axe. So, one swing wood, you know? It's over in less time than it takes to bitch about it. Harvesting? Harvesting what? There's no crops. You grab your honey, you're done. There's no forage items either. As for your animals, time stops when you go in there, so it takes no time, literally no time to harvest all of your stuff. You grab your honey, you get your eggs, you get your milk, maybe you shear some wool, depending on what day it is, and you're fucking done. And then you spend the rest of the day waiting for Zach to come get what piddly little amount of crops you have. So yeah, winter sucks. Mjolnir. I think it looks almost exactly the same as it did. But that's okay, because it's not exactly the same as it was. It's better. And now I can get the rest of my field back. And more importantly, I can go down and get myself another clump of silver, and go to Saibara and get my axe ready. I got a bit of an axe to grind, I do. Yeah, get a little drowsy, no one cares. Alright, show me that I've got at least 2 grand. Yay, I do. And you may be saying that I'm wasting money, and to an extent I am. By not just getting my axe, waiting for it to be maxed like I did with the watering can, you know, by doing this incrementally. And that's a fair point, I am wasting a little bit of money, but I think that little bit of money wasted is offset by the stamina I'm going to be saving. And while stamina doesn't really matter as much with what I'm doing yet, it will matter very soon in the future. And there's also the fact that stamina also equals time. 6 swings compared to, say, 5 or 4 or 3, because I think it actually cuts in half. I think it goes from 6 swings to like 3 or 4, then down to 2, then 1, you know? Because Mistral's 1, Gold is 2, Copper is 6, and I want to say 4 or 5 for Silver. Go down the damn hole. I'll actually be able to tell you as soon as I get out of here, because it takes the same number of swings for a silver axe to break up a stump as it does for the silver hammer to break up a normal-sized big rock. That is to say, the perfectly round boulders as opposed to the irregularly shaped ones. So we're going to count together how many that is. And again, I'm still not feeding the fish. I'm going to feed the fish next year. Alright, Sabara. I'm already back with another job for you, sir. You could put your damn grandson through college. You can upgrade my axe. I will be back for my axe upon the 17th of the year. Or at least the month. Okay, now let's count how many it takes to break up one of these little stones. I think it still takes 6 to break up the big stones. And yes, a Mistral Hammer will shatter these in 1. Two. Well, damn. Maybe I was wrong. That's okay, I've come prepared. I shall now hit the hot spring. Call it 320 and be out of here. And once I clear this field, I can literally put the hammer away and never fuck with it ever again. Unless I want to smash crop bits, you know, tilled soil. Or if I want to break up rotted wood. Because if you make a wooden fence and you leave it out in the rain or the snow, there's a chance it'll rot. And I don't think the rotted wood does anything in particular, but you can't pick it back up and put it back in your bin like you can normal wood. And it looks hideous, you know? Just out of curiosity, what's my percentage? 6%! Not too bad for the first year, I guess? Percentage also counts things like your animals, your upgrades and whatnot. So that percentage will go up, obviously. One of the beautiful things about winter, one of the very few beautiful things about winter, is the fact that you don't need to weed, ever. Because your whole field is covered in snow. Not that I've exactly been weeding, but if you do, and usually I do, then it's one less step. God, I've got a lot of the big ones today, don't I? Normally I only get like 2 or 3 of the big ones. This save file's just unlucky with that, I guess. Minutes I panicked. I'm like, oh no, am I already exhausted? No, it's just 6 o'clock. And there's my first fatigue spot. Okay, the 15th should be my tomatoes then. Maybe I didn't plant them when I thought I did. So this is one of the things where the original Harvest Moon game was superior, because it just took several swings to break up the things. You didn't upgrade your axe and your hammer. And in the original Harvest Moon, there was no transition from day to day. What I mean is, if I stay up all night, it'll go to the next day. But in the original Super Nintendo Harvest Moon, that was not the case. So all you really have to do is keep running back and forth to the hot springs, and you can literally have your entire field, your entire farm even, clear on one day. That being said, that day will take you about 3 hours. Because I've done it before, and it sucks a dick. But to be fair, it is worth it in the long run. And believe me, if I could do that in this game, right now, if I could have spent the first 2 or 3 hours, just the first 2 videos, on day 2 of this game, because that's the first day you can play, clearing my entire field, I'd have done it. I'd have absolutely fucking done it. But I can't, so I didn't. Yeah, it took me to the 14th of summer to get all of my tools upgraded to the point where I could clear the field. And it was worth it. But it was still worth it. And tomorrow I will make some real money. And I will get my sheep the following day, Wednesday. Nope, took care of you already. You're good. Did I remember to do my honey? Because I don't think I remember to do the honey at all. And I know I didn't do Papuri today. Nope, I remember the honey. Yeah, I wouldn't have had time for Papuri. Too much time clearing this fucking field. But, as I said, I'm going to put this away now, because I don't need it anymore. I don't ever need it again, really. Oops, wrong. I might still use it, but I never need it again. Yeah, I still get a fucking knot in my stomach every time I look at that weather report. Yep, there's my tomatoes. Oh, and that's the sign that I have a chicken, finally. I forgot they did that. What? Did I miss a tomato down here? I did. Like, I shouldn't have been able to put that away at all. Missed a tomato. It's gonna be a good day, Tater. Perfect. Chickens are also good because they don't require any tools of any kind. You just have a chicken and you're done. Now, I don't remember if picking them up actually does increase their affection in this game, but feeding them does. And let's face facts, it costs me nothing to pick her up once a day. Oh, it is so good to have a cleared field. Come autumn, I'm gonna fix this thing so that I'm not running all over the damn place trying to do these. Because even though it doesn't seem like it, I am losing time by doing that. Because I have to run to the far end of the field for my onions and my corn, I'm losing just a teensy bit of time that could cost big time if I didn't, I'll put it this way, I would not manage a field this size if I didn't have the golden watering can when I had it. I would have maybe 10 plots of land. I'd have like, have 2 plots of onions, a plot of corn, a plot of tomatoes, and then nothing, you know? And of course, my 4 plots of pineapples, because I'm not stupid. I know where the money is. And yes, I would absolutely let my other crops wilt if it meant getting my pineapples on time. You'll see what I mean when they come in for the first time. Which should be on the 19th, by the way. That's right, I should actually have a pineapple harvest this video. Of course, that's also operating on a chart that couldn't accurately predict when my frickin' tomatoes came in, so... take it with a grain of salt, you know? Again, the harvest is always more important than the watering. Because you can water whenever, but you can only harvest until 5. And incidentally, my cheat sheet goes well into other weeks. Like, I know I at least go through all of fall, if not all of winter. So, it'll tell me, oh, this person has a birthday here. And by the way, on the birthday thing, it also has a suggestion of what kind of thing I should buy them. So that I'm not caught off guard by that. And for the record, let me just switch something up here. So yeah, I should have one more tomato harvest, an onion harvest, a corn harvest, and a pineapple harvest. Basically, at some point in this video, everything in my field will come up at least once. If my chart is correct. Well, the corn's definitely coming up. Pretty sure I'm right on with the onions, and I know I've already done tomatoes. And since I got pineapples in a day early, they should come up as well. And again, expect to see me get a lot of work done over the summer. Because there's a lot of work to do in the summer. There always is. Of course, there's a lot of work to do every day of the first year. And I do need to get this chicken coop done soon, too. For the record, only 3 of these are ever going to be for the bin. One of those will always go straight into the chicken grinder. Bad choice of words. The water mill, which grinds up feed for the chicken. Because again, that saves me the time and effort of actually walking over and buying chicken feed. And if I do that with one of my corn crops every single time it comes up, that should give me food for quite a while. Not necessarily a sustainable amount, but food. Matter of fact, I might even turn the whole first crop into chicken feed. Because I think I get corn twice this week. One of which... You know what? No. I'm going to turn the second corn in, because the second corn comes in on Pineapple Day. And that's 320 chicken feed. So I'll have 400 chicken feed if I turn one of those into feed, and then the next 4 into feed as well. Okay, let's see. We're going from 24.10 to 45.90. Not bad. Okay, so 16. I actually know for a fact that tomorrow will be sunny. Yep. How do I know? Because tomorrow's Anne's birthday. And of course, we did not do enough to befriend her, so I don't have an invitation to her birthday party. Anne has exclusive birthday parties. Yep, my corn came in. Yay! Let me just check my mail. Nothing. For the record, he will only come if you have corn grown. So, if you don't have corn, don't expect to see him. He's not gonna, hey, do you have corn? No, don't. Just onions. See? We made a friend. Don't you just feel all warm and cuddly in your guts now? Because I do. God, you were a hyper piece of shit today, aren't you, Anubis? Why aren't you ever this animated during our LP sessions? I almost said our RP session. Well, technically, no. He needs to work on his roleplay, too. When we do D&D, he just kind of sits there and doesn't contribute much. It's kind of an ongoing, yet affectionate, joke among the Monday group that... Okay, when I was running those pineapples look bigger, I'm like, don't you dare fucking tell me they're ready already. I don't know if I can handle that. Still no egg yet. Give her time. She's only just become an adult. Actually, let me get over here real quick. But, it's kind of an ongoing joke with the group that all he does is cast Shield of Faith as a paladin in 5th edition. The other joke is that no matter what class he's playing, he always thinks he's playing another class. And we don't mean like, oh, I forgot I wasn't a warlord or a wizard. It's a case of, oh, I'm playing a fighter. Well, I better play him like a barbarian. Or, oh, I'm playing a paladin. I'm going to play him like a fighter, you know? He always forgets to use his abilities, unless you literally just drill it into his head that, okay, your first action of every combat, say, I get angry, for the, Berserker. The, Barbarian has the Rage ability, you know? So, I was laughing my ass off because they were fighting vampires, or they were fighting a vampire with a bunch of zombies. And zombies are nastier in 4th edition or in 5th edition than they have been in others, because if your DM rolls good and you don't crit and don't use radiant damage, one zombie will never die. Basically, they have to make a saving throw once they're taken out of 0 hit points for the amount of damage they would have taken. And if they make that saving throw, they don't die. This is exactly as annoying as you think it is, especially when you have a DM like we have, who's really good at rolling saving throws. Yeah. And again, that's 101, so... keep juggling it back in my rucksack. But, anyway, they were fighting vampires, or they're fighting a vampire and a bunch of zombies. And I'm sitting here laughing my ass off because they've been telling Tony to use his smite ability, which is basically he burns a spell slot and does radiant damage. And I'm thinking, one of them is eventually going to realize he's a paladin, they're fighting undead, start smiting. None of them did. I had to point it out, like, hey guys, you wonder why I was laughing? Yeah, why was that? Because you should have had Anubis doing his smites. And they're like, oh my god, really? We forgot that? I'm like, yeah, you guys forgot that. Got it a lot. But anyway, today is not just Corn Day. Or even Befriend Kai Day. Today is another day. Today is the day we go to Timid, the Green Harvest Sprite, and give him his birthday present! Yay! Birthday! Anyway, so yeah, tomatoes yesterday, corn today. So, yeah. Lots of stuff can come in. And usually at good intervals, too. You're rarely broke in summer and autumn. Well, no, you're often broke in summer and autumn until a certain point. So that's the other problem with raising pineapples, is if I had raised exclusively pineapples, I'd be screwed until the 19th or 20th of the month because I would have nothing coming in. Now, I could... No, I couldn't. I'm about to say I could get my basket, but I think it's $5 grand. And don't get me wrong, I will get that basket. I will have that basket. Just not yet. Not yet. Alright, Mr. Timid. Happy birthday, sir. I did know. That's why I'm here. Now, first things first, we're going to go try and buy sheep. And then if we have money left over, we're going to try and buy our first patch of grass. Now, fun thing about grass, grass never stops growing. Once you get it to the point where it comes in, I don't even think you need to water it. Well, you might not even need to water it then. I always do, just to be safe. But once the seed part disappears, you can stop watering it and it'll just take care of itself from here on out. This is Hannah, by the way. Or Hana, either way. There might be. Yep, I can afford a sheep. I will. This is my first sheep, and she will be named Fee! For reasons I discussed in a previous video. Also, totally gonna need fodder for Fee. All of it. Just all the fodder I can physically hold. 24 units. Now, I would have... I actually was going to get grass And then I realized, oh, she doesn't have any food now if I do that. So I'll get it with my corn money tomorrow. Incidentally, the 17th is when my axe should be ready. The blacksmith is closed on Thursday, but I think he will let me in to get my axe. And if he doesn't, I just get it one day later. No big deal. Anyway, sheep are relatively easy to raise, though not as easy as cows. Because sheep have 3 affection things. 1, you talk to her. 2, you brush her. And 3, you shear her, but... Actually, she might be ready to be sheared now, I don't remember. But... Problem is, the shearing can only be done like once a week or once every 10 days, however long it takes the wool to grow back in. Which is a little on the annoying side, actually. But hey, what can you do? Cows, again, you can talk to them, you can brush them, and you can milk them. And once they start producing milk, as long as you don't miss a day of feeding them, they will produce milk every day, and that's affection every day. So it's very easy to raise a cow up to max affection. The reason I walked is I accidentally pressed the X button instead of the circle button, and didn't run. Again, that'll just sit there and taunt me. That's what it does. So yeah, I'm making very good time this summertime. I'm pretty sure that I'm significantly far ahead of where I probably should be. But again, keep in mind, I've owned this game for years, and bought it relatively early on when I got my PlayStation 3. It was one of the first things I bought. I bought Xenogears, I bought Dino Crisis, I bought this, and I bought something else. I could look, but I'm not gonna. Maybe it was Silent Hill? Oh, I bought Dino Crisis 2 and Legacy of Kain. So I bought both Dino Crisis, I bought Blood Omen, I bought this, and I bought Xenogears. Although Xenogears was not bought at the same time. So yeah, I've owned this game for quite a while. Also, another fun fact with grass is you don't harvest it quite the same. So you also don't plant it quite the same. Okay, what am I doing? I am, it's good. Which do I have? This will be my patch of grass, basically. Okay, there's that. That'll be a patch of grass starting tomorrow. Show Kyrix good news. That is fantastic news. That was better news than I was hoping for, actually. I like that news. That's fantastic news. It means I don't even have to waste time watering tomorrow. I just get stuff. Ah, this is an event I think I was supposed to have in springtime. I don't have one, sweetie. And this is a friendship event I can open up. I don't know if you can send her to Ellen, who is the old lady, by the way. I think it's actually a bad idea to send her to Ellen simply because Ellen can barely keep up with Stu. Whereas this guy really has nothing to do, aside from look after the kids. Well, maybe you're the milkman. But yeah, he's another guy I don't really interact much with. Because again, all he really does is the confessional. By the way, Cliff spends most of his time there. Very, very lonely guy. But yeah, there was actually some foreshadowing in the Tomato Festival about Cliff. And I guess I'm not spoiling anything that matters to say this. In the fall, you will be asked by the people who run the winery to come and do a job for them. Basically, oh, we need help to harvest the orchard or the vineyard, whatever you call it, because we don't have enough stuff to do it. And oh, by the way, feel free to ask other people to help. Well, if you ask Cliff, he will come and he will work at the orchard with you, and you do get paid for this, by the way. It lasts a couple days, and it's about the only money you'll make during that time. So, kind of important. Well, no, it's not kind of important. It's kind of a pain in the ass, because you will really only make your vineyard stuff because you have to go in like 10 o'clock in the morning or something, and you have to stay after until you would normally, you know, have your crops come in, kind of thing. So you miss your harvest deadline. You still got to do all your chores as far as watering and animal care, but you won't get any money for it. But you do get an okay amount. And let's face facts, by then, the first egg of Popuri goes right into the incubator. Come here, sweetie. But yeah, anyway, by then you should have the first house upgrade, so you can put all that stuff in the fridge. That's what I usually do. And then you load it into the basket and put it in the bin as soon as you get a chance to do so. So it's no real big loss. But at the end of this period, they say, hey, we kind of like Cliff. He's a good hard worker. He's got no one to take care of him. He just stays at the inn all day because he's got nowhere else to go. We will just hire him as a full-time employee. And he gets real excited, and they basically have him as a surrogate family kind of thing. He still stays at the inn, but he effectively is theirs now, you know? Which is why he was on the winery team. Now, if you do not do this, he will leave in winter and you will never see him again. Which, again, if you're not marrying Anne, is especially cool because that's her boyfriend if you aren't, you know? Incidentally, another thing. If you choose the date of Kai's birthday, which I don't have loaded up on my cheat sheet right now, it's on there, I just don't have that part of it scrolled. But if your birthday is Kai's normal one, he will share a birthday with Anne instead. So, if you chose summer, whatever is your birthday, then today would also be Kai's birthday. So yeah, that's a thing to note. Yep, see, even though they're normally closed Thursday, he will allow me in to get my tool back. I think it is awesome. But I'm going to be using it so I can level it up into a Sega game. I'm going to give all the old school nerds a minute to both realize the brilliance of that joke and to roll their eyes in shame at that joke. Because it's kind of deserving of both of those things. Give it a minute and I'll explain it to the people who haven't quite caught up with us yet. Okay. Explaining that joke, this is the Silver Axe. Tools, as we've seen, go into three different, or not three, but like 4 different stages. You've got iron, copper, silver, gold, and mistral. And I said I'm going to be working to level it up into a Sega game. The next stage up is the Golden Axe, which was a game on the Sega Genesis. You know what, I'm going to buy these now and get the grass seeds tomorrow, because if I'm right, my onions come in tomorrow. And it's more important for me to plant the onions as soon as I harvest them than it is to get some fucking lawn care in, you know? Not too concerned about that. Fee's not gonna starve. I have more than enough food for her. And by the end of this week, I will have more than enough money to get more than enough everything. Well, maybe not more than enough everything, but at least get a good start on getting more than enough everything. But say, did I water everything? I did. I did water everything. Silver Axe to the rescue. Okay, let's test this thing's tree cutting abilities. 1, 2, 3. Aha! Cut it in half. Now you can see that's already a vast improvement over what I had. Get my red grass. So yeah, see, I'm already using half the stamina I was because I'm only swinging half the amount of times I was. I went from 6 to 3. That was worth getting the upgrade now with as much wood as I'm going to be cutting now and be cutting in general. I fully intend to have the house by fall. I'm probably going to buy the house in fall, but I intend to have it by then. Just because I don't think I can physically harvest enough wood to be done by fall. I'm not even sure I can physically harvest enough wood to have the hen house. But I'm gonna try. By the way, they take 3 days to have done. That's the thing. I've noticed everything takes 3 freaking days. Tools take 3 days. Hen house and buildings take 3 days. Okay, get me to that hen house. Get me in there. Get me in there. Get me in there. Get me in there. Just enough time. Just enough time. Just enough time. Yes! Now I get to stop time and make $200 extra. 'Cause physics. Take it away, my good man. Good, and that'll be enough for my grass seeds tomorrow. So I can plant those too. And let's get those last, I want to say 3 blocks of wood. There's 5 down here, 2 up there, so that's 7. Yeah, I want to say there's 9 pieces of wood altogether. And if that's the case, you can basically chop 54 blocks of wood a day. Maybe I will have enough for the house and the hen house. We'll see. Yeah, because there's one up here and one further up the hill. Oh, for those who don't know, Fee is one of the bloggers on Equestria Daily. She doesn't do as much there as she used to. She does the Newbie Artist Training Ground. She recently did an episode synopsis for last week's episode, which I wasn't a big fan of last week's episode. Her profile was, well, it was as good as anyone else's. It's very rare that I find one that I just absolutely love as far as their little episode synopsis goes. And hers was kind of fun. It was a little off the wall, but then again, so is she. However, she is also a Let's Player. She started with a Legend of Zelda ROM hack for ponies called A Derp to the Past, which had Derpy, and spoilers, when you got the armor upgrade, you turn into both Scootaloo and then Blossomforth, of all ponies. And she started with that, and she's done other things, like she did Symphony of the Night. She's done a cave story mod called Cave Derpy. She's done Equestria Bound. She's done Final Fantasy Tactics. Lots of Mega Man games, and a game called Rosa Stilette, which is, I think it's a real Japanese game, but it's got kind of a, well, no, it doesn't quite have a ROM hacky feel to it, but it has an indie game feel to it. But Fee, among other things, aside from the fact that she is a Let's Player that I watch and have watched since the start of her career. By the way, she also did the ActRaiser series, which she includes things like Terranigma and Illusion of Gaia and a couple of other games that may or may not really be part of that series. I have no idea. I didn't play it. Well, I played Illusion of Gaia, and I've played some ActRaiser now, but she's played it. But anyway, she has done lots of games, and she is the reason you're seeing me. Because I had all sorts of questions for her, like, oh, how do you record, what do you use, etc. So she got me, first she pointed me towards Fraps, and when she upgraded to XSplit, I did shortly after. So, without Fee, you wouldn't have me. She has also featured in my randomizer run, which think it was a... Maybe it was a Fire Red Omega. Either way, it was one of my teams. I think it was the Fire Red Omega Metroid run. Or something, but, I asked her if I could name a, Mareep after her. Because she liked sheep, and Mareep's a sheep. Like, oh, I would love that, so... Fee is, one of my Pokemon. We also joke about, when she evolved, she'd be, an Ampharos. And there was the joke about what the all-Fee Pokemon team would be. Like, we would have, Sharpedo would be on it, I think Whalmer. There was a whole bunch of things. But no bears. So yeah, that's why my sheep is named Fee. Who's my next sheep gonna be? Well, you're just gonna have to keep watching. I will actually have more cows than sheep, simply because, let's face facts, cows are better money. Because sheep don't harvest as much, and they don't raise affection quite as much because of that. So I will have more cows than sheep, just for pragmatism's sake. But yeah, see, now we're getting closer to when I start making real money. Also, I was apparently dead wrong on my tomato estimates yet again. Apparently they take one more day than I was planning on for them to come in. Now that I think about it, I think tomatoes are actually supposed to take 4 days to grow back, and not the 3 that I've been counting. Which means tomorrow is gonna suck. Because I am gonna have corn, pineapples, and tomatoes all in one day. Why is that gonna suck, Pyrex? Because I'm gonna be squashed for time. I'm only thankful that I didn't plant these 1 day later. Because otherwise I'd be harvesting all of my crops in a single day. Speaking of my crops, let's get the one seeds that aren't for crops. My grass. Which will be very important come the fall. Now the good thing about grass is, unlike corn, there is no, conflict of interest. There's no case where, do I really want to harvest this grass? Or do I want to put it in this? No, grass is good for, well, 3 things. You either let the cows and sheep out to eat it, you harvest it to feed your cows and sheep yourself, or you just have it to look nice. And even when it's cut, it still looks nice, so there's no reason not to harvest it, unless you're lazy, or you have a full feed bin. And it's worth mentioning that when these are all planted, this will provide me 45 units of feed. At least, because I think it gives me 1 feed per grass. Either way, that's enough to get Fee an entire month of food. And that's just off 1 harvesting of these 4. And my grass field will expand. So don't think for a moment that this is all we're getting. You know what? We're going to wait to plant that. Come over here, we're going to harvest some shit. Just so I can make a little bit more money. Yep, the corn's not ready yet, so that's right on. And we're going to pick Popuri up, and we're going to put some food in her. little container there. And I'm actually well on my way towards having that hen house. Hi, kitty cat. Roommate just let the cat in. Hey, buddy, what you doing, geezer? What's the matter? You miss your daddy? Boy. Okay, go lay down, Daddy's recording. Yes, I am. Gonna talk to the internet? You just say hi. No, don't nuzzle the screen. You're gonna knock something loose. Yeah, that's Kisa. He's howling because he wants in. And now that he's in, he's howling because he's a cat and he doesn't know what the fuck he wants. See, on the one hand, the rain, I think, makes my fatigue drop faster, but on the other hand, because it's raining, I haven't wasted all my fatigue watering crops. It's kind of a balance out situation. For the record, the power berries increase your strength by 10. So when you have all 10 of them, your strength goes up another 100, thereby doubling your stamina. So power berries, very useful. Don't know why I used the Mr. Dink voice, but there you go. Something for the fans. Shit. That's the cat stepping on my balls. Not fun. I have no idea what that accent was. It wasn't quite British. What the hell it was. But it was an accent. Take it or leave it. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. Again, grass, like most crops, well, all crops in this game, does not hurt to walk on it. I can walk on it all day and nothing bad happens to it. So, yay. Tomorrow's gonna be such a big money day. Oh my god. More importantly, today is a big wood day. I will, of course, chop some wood tomorrow as well, but it's going to take me a little bit. And again, the more that I level this axe, the faster this chore goes. Once I have the Mistral axe, this will literally take no time at all. Just be a thing that I do now and then, you know? And there's enough for the hen house. Rockin'. My money? Also, I think, enough for the hen house. But either way, we'll find out tomorrow. So let's not find out tomorrow. Let's find out today. Damn it, I dropped the book. Come here, book. Let's find out how much that damn chicken food's worth. Recipe, farm, hen house. Hen house is 5,420, so no, I'm wrong on both counts. I don't have enough money or enough wood. Hi, Kisa. Hey, buddy. You step on my cord now. Because it'll knock it loose, and that'll make me look unprofessional. Just like talking to a cat does. Well, no, that just makes me look a little crazy. Hell, if you guys have been watching this long and you don't know I'm crazy, then that's on you. He is such a good cat. He's, for those who don't know, he's a Bombay. He's a black cat with green eyes, which I think normally they have yellow, but his are green. Still a Bombay, still counts. They're very, very sociable, very friendly cats. They fall into a group that people call dog-like cats, which are cats that have, well, personalities like a dog. Which is to say, they like to play, they'll play fetch, they get along with animals, they're great with kids. He's just the perfect cat. Oh, the Cow Festival. I'm sitting here thinking, what the hell do you want? Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking, what the hell does Barley want? I've already found May, and May's already come over to play. He doesn't have any other events this year, but he does. So yeah, I was off on the days for the pineapples. They'll actually be coming in tomorrow. Which makes it very important that I planted them the day that I planted them, because otherwise I would only get 2 harvests out, but I'll actually manage 3 now. Don't you do it, Phoebe. You be a good little sheep, and you stay in the barn. Here, eat your feed. While I'm at it, let's brush this damn horse. Yeah, I think this will be the last onion harvest of the season as well. Not today, obviously, but I mean, this will be the last time I harvest onions. And for some stupid reason, I didn't think far enough ahead to even think, well, do I have enough time to harvest more onions? I do, but I really should have checked that first, you know? Well, in about a minute, I'm going to see just how full of shit I was this month. Because I think I botched every single prediction when my crops had come in. So, I'm going to go over there and see if my corn has come in today. Actually, wait, no, those might be in. I can't tell, but I'm going to look. Whether they're in or not, I've got 3 pineapple harvests this month. Nope, they're not in. Let's see. Just pause and scratch my back. Today should at least give me the money I need for the chicken coop upgrade, but nothing else. Nope, tomorrow. So tomorrow I have pineapples and corn both growing in. Yeah, that's not gonna suck at all. All the yellow stuff comes in on the same day. I think it takes chickens 3 days to hatch. Could be wrong. Hi. I keep wanting to call her Fee. Hi, Papuri. That's what I get for having 2 P-named animals. With any luck, though, Fee will be ready for... Well, she'll obviously be ready. She'll be ready to win me the shoot contest instead of just entering it. Let me check something right now, though. Oh, that's right, Cow Festival. I was about to say, I want to check and see if there's a birthday next week. Well, not next week, but Sunday. Because I'm pretty sure the store is closed on Sunday, or maybe it was Saturday. Either way, they're closed on one of the weekend days, and I needed to make sure I could wrap it. But Cow Festival. Nobody's born on the Cow Festival. Except maybe my next chicken, but that doesn't count. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to stop with crop predictions. I'm just going to come out to the field and be pleasantly surprised when I have a crop in. Or tearing my hair out because the crop is in and I'm not ready for it yet. But yeah, pretty sure tomorrow I will have the wood for the hen house, because by then I will have chopped today's wood and tomorrow's wood and just fucking planted that shit. But that is all a problem for another video, because this one is just about over. And I am going to have to take a lunch break. I figured this was going to be my last episode and then I go to bed, but no, I'm too fucking hungry. And I'm kind of awake now. I'm kind of getting back into the groove. I'm having fun. This game is deceptively fun. It's just, oh god, you get sucked into it. And it doesn't make any sense that you should. It's the most boring fucking thing in the world. Oh, my plants are coming up. Oh no. You know, but you just get lost in this shit. You really do. And like I said at the start of the LP, when I first read about, not this game, but let's call it the progenitor game, the original Harvest Moon in Nintendo Power, oh my god, I was just so excited. I'm like, oh my god, that sounds like the coolest game. And sadly, because of this game, I can't enjoy that one. I really can't bring myself to complete that game because, well, the mechanics of this one spoiled me. There is one other thing I really do like about the original Harvest Moon, though, which is you can't pass out from fatigue. Or rather, you can and do frequently, but it's not end of the day pass out. It's, oh no, I can't do any more work. You go to press a button and you just kind of get tipped and fall over. Okay, let's take a look. I got 3220, which becomes 5450. Perfect. That's what I need. Well, it's a good thing I was going to hit the hot spring anyway, because I need to now. Again, this place looks like ass right now because I have been letting it go to shit. But rest assured, by Season 2, or by Year 2, this whole place will be grassed. I mean, my whole field will be developed to a level you just don't even know. So much of it will be taken up, and the rest will be grass. I'll probably have something like 20, 30 plots of crops. It gets real stupid real fast. That's all I'm going to say. I'm basically going to try and ship 100 of each crop at the very least. Probably significantly more than that even. But that obviously does not count foraged items, because you cannot ship 100 truffles in 3 years. The most you can physically ship is 90. Because they're only one a day, and there's only 90 days of fall in 3 years. So, but the actual crops that show up on the page, yeah, I'm going to try and ship 100 of those. Did I do all of these here? I don't think I did. I think I just ran back to the farm. No, I did do all these. It's the one up there that I didn't do. Because I was out of time, that's right. Okay. Really wish it was raining tomorrow. Oh well, nothing I can do about it. Oh shit, I just realized something. I won't get a pineapple harvested tomorrow. Because it's the fucking cow festival. Oh well. I'll at least get a bunch of work done tomorrow. The good news is I don't have to harvest anything. Doesn't matter if I happen to oversleep. It's gonna suck too. I was so looking forward to that harvest. Oh well, it'll wait for me. With my fucking luck, it'll come up with tomatoes too. But that brings this entire video to a close. And it has been a long one. Okay, got a lot done this week. I'm Kyrix, and this has been Let's Play Harvest Moon Back to Nature. And I will see you again next week. Bye-bye.